What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And today, start off in the pawn shop, and then we're taking it 2 hours away to buy something. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We need about 4,500, 4,000 more subscribers, and we're giving away 100 ounces of silver for free. So if you want to win one of these ounces of silver for free, replica YouTube play button, hit that subscribe button, and I hope y'all enjoy this video.
I seen you buy rocks with gold in it too. We about stopped picked you up some.
Yeah, oh yeah, that guy that had them.
I seen that fella come in here and swear that thing was full of gold.
Oh, that rock. Yeah. We get all kinds, man. It's just part of the business.
Yep.
They swear it is.
Yeah, they're pretty clean.
I was looking at them yesterday.
So
Crazy thing is, man, Palladium, like, it really hasn't moved in a long time.
Yeah.
It used to be higher than, what was it, higher than 14 karat? Like a long time ago.
They used to match it or be higher.
Yeah.
I think it's even come down a little since, I mean, that's been years ago. I haven't looked at it, but he can look at it.
Yeah. And then the other one that you quoted yesterday, or you saw a comp for like 211. If you zoom in and see that one, they send you a random year.
Yeah.
From like, I think it says 2001 and up or something. There's a window of years that they, when you buy one, it's just a random year anyway. They didn't lock it in. I think 2006 was that comp. So I don't know if it makes any difference on being that these are 09s or not.
Sometimes it feels like the first year one or something, it makes
Yeah.
a difference because it was more of a limited type of run or whatever. But
So what'd you end up coming with, what you had to have for them?
Ah, man, I just, cash money, that's all. That's something fair. Whatever works for y'all.
you guys from around here?
No, actually, I grew up in Deerfield Beach. I was telling him yesterday a little bit. I grew up in Deerfield, and
Okay.
Mess around and put one of these on, or sell it and think it's like a 1 ounce silver maple leaf. They mistake it.
You could. People probably have.
I mean, they're 1 ounce. I mean, the only difference is they just say Palladium on them.
crazy, isn't it? So, and I was watching Gray Sheet, and I had a buddy of mine from up north tell me what Gray Sheet was, just for the numismatic value, because I don't keep up with that stuff.
Yeah.
But he said, don't just dump it for melt, That's kind of where I'm at. Just something fair, man. Two weeks ago.
So what'd you say the gray sheet was? A
So
1,000.
Yeah, so Thursday, I believe 9 days ago, it was $10.58 for the coin. And at that point, and I don't know if spot plays into that or what, but at that point it was $9.34 spot price.
It's 948 right now is what I got on here.
Yeah. And so those coins, if you look at the comps, if you was to flip them on eBay, then that fella out of Ohio sold one on the 8th, what did he say?
Graded or not?
Right. And so he sold two, because I contacted him when I obtained them, and just to see if he would want two more and make him a package deal. So I put him on a Sigma, took a picture of him, and I said, hey, and he had one sold at that point. I forget when it sold, the end of February, 1st of March, and then the second one sold the day we come down here on the 8th.
The thing about eBay, man, with those is they're taking $113.
I know.
So
I
I
know.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you really can't.
A lot of times you don't even
Yeah.
get milk. Like
Yeah.
when he's 130, what did he sell them for? Do you know what they were?
He sold both of his back to back for $1,300, $1,299.99.
Oh,
I mean,
13, yeah, so 1,000 they're taking. So he's like
they're taking it.
30, like almost 150 probably. They took
Yeah.
off of it.
And I got a real good eBay account with 100% feedback since 2001, but I just don't want to do it. I just, I got the exact same pictures he's got with my Sigma saying that it's good, But
That's why I was just wondering what I can get for them, really, because I'm not going to sell them on eBay. I'm not going to pay $1,000 for something and make 150 bucks by the time you sell it on eBay. It's just not worth it.
yeah,
So, no, you don't want to just melt on them. They're $9.48 to melt. What about like $2,000?
Oh yeah. I think we got them. think we've got them here.
Yeah.
Set it back up there.
Man, I'll tell you what, just to do the deal with you, I'd be fine. I'd be okay with that. Nice,
I mean, if
know.
if you're okay with it,
That'll
I mean,
leave meat.
that's
I mean, that'll
50
give you
50 over on.
Even if you were selling them, you'd still be up 500 or 600, and you guys need to have something. I'm good with that, dude.
You good with it? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Awesome.
All
So
right,
I'm gonna
man.
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you now, since you brought it up. Never bought Palladium before in my life.
Yeah.
Still haven't. I bought the same way you just said it. I bought 2 ounces, and they shipped this to me.
Oh,
the
yeah?
silver? Wow. That's crazy.
And so I blasted everybody that I bought from. I buy thousands, right? So I blasted all this, probably 20 sellers. One of them in particular, and I said, if you find that video receipt, send it to me. I'll bless you. I'll send you some money. But
You don't even know who you bought it from? Is what you're
no, because I literally bought from I think
Oh,
the
so
last
you
time
get
I
a bunch
counted
of
was
stuff.
119 vendors. You know, I get 30 or 40 packages a day.
saying? Oh, so yeah.
And I don't do it for a business. I do it because I'm retired and I don't
Probably
want to
just
spend
open
money.
it, take it out, look at it, put it down, and then don't
yeah,
really
so-
look at it until you look at it.
Yeah, so I didn't have a Sigma until last month, 3.5, 4 weeks ago, and then I just started running, sitting there running. Then I went to all my older constitutional stuff and everything, you know, and then I
Just
pulled
have-
out
Well, I
commends.
was going to say, yeah, because you can look at where you bought it and did it, but yeah, it'd be impossible.
Yeah, it'd be impossible.
It's a
And-
good
and-
thing you noticed by looking at them and not just.
Well, I found some Apmex bars that a dude in Texas sold me too. I bought 20 bars that day, and 4 of them were bad. And then I found a Morgan that's bad. I have no way to. So the Apmex bars I got delivered the day before I got the Sigma. So thank God I had that window of claim.
Yeah.
But that Morgan,
Yeah, you don't know when
1887, whatever it was. I mean, I think it was an 87.0. But I got in a generic trinket slab. You know, it says fake on the top, just so I can show people. But again, I don't do it like you guys for a living or nothing. But what I thought about was the poor fellow that sold it, man, because that was probably a tube. If he had a pair,
Yeah.
imagine where the other 18 went.
Yeah, you probably.
You know what I'm saying? He's out 20 grand, dude, 30 grand. I mean, at
Well, he might
$1,300
not
to
even be out there.
$1,500
He
a
might
piece.
have got somebody somewhere got him for that. He might have bought them and thought they were silver. You know, he bought them.
Yeah, he might have bought him that way
Maybe it
too.
wasn't
That's
a-
true. He
A
might
lot
have
of
bought
times
him.
it could have came from an estate. Like we'll get estate stuff in here, and if
Okay.
we don't catch it, and we thought it was silver, which that I can't even see that happening. But I'm just saying, if someone
Yeah.
didn't catch it and they bought it as silver, he might have done that. He might have had people bring stuff to him. He
Yeah.
bought it as silver. Some lady didn't know. He didn't know.
Yeah.
You're the first one to call. You know?
That's as far. So I've had those for, like I said, a long time, and I have some cases, right? And I started separating them from the coins.
Yeah.
That went in a coin stack and was sitting in there with all the other coins, and I still hadn't seen it. So, and I kind of know what I'm talking about. So
That's a cool story.
it
man.
definitely eluded somebody. But you always
I'm
hear
about to
about,
check
you know.
my Maple Leafs and see if I got one.
Yeah. And I will tell you this.
I mean, you can't really tell.
Just alike.
I will tell you this. Every time I see a every time I see a maple, it's a double take.
When y'all were on that vacation and you were doing metal detecting, did you rent that equipment or did you take it
That's
with you?
mine. Yeah.
What's the logistics in taking stuff like that on a cruise? That
They
seems
just let you. Never had a problem. I just threw up my luggage and they just let me take it with them.
Right.
Let me take it. What's up, buddy?
You take silver?
Take what?
Silver?
Depends on what it is.
Silverware.
Silverware?
Yeah.
Is it sterling?
Yeah.
Yeah, only if it's sterling we take it. Did you want to pawn it or sell it?
Sell it.
Is Mark Sterling on it?
I think so.
Yeah, most of it isn't, but I mean I can definitely check it. The knives, is it only knives?
No.
Okay, yeah, like the. I just have to take a look at the forks and stuff. You're right. You're right. Let's see what you got in here. That's all of it.
Yeah.
Do you know about what you wanted to get, or have you looked at it?
No,
Or?
I ain't really look.
Take a quick look at it. Make sure what you got. Mess up on one piece, and
Yep.
it looks the same, some of them, and
Yeah.
one piece can make the difference. So
Yeah.
what you getting?
What's the difference between sterling silver and silver?
Sterling is actual silver. It's 92.5% silver. A lot of stuff is just coated in silver. So this is 95% silver or 92.5% silver. So it's good.
Okay.
The other stuff isn't good. We don't take it. It's just coated silver. So it's got like a small layer of silver
okay.
on it.
Yeah.
And that's what most of them are.
Yeah.
The silver was $400. All right.
Alright. Yeah, right.
That one's yours. All right. Thank you, buddy.
Alright, have a good day.
You too.
What's going on, everybody? So a little bit of a different video today. I've done videos kind of like these, but bought different things. So we're on the road. I had somebody reach out to me, and they had some tools. Her husband was a mechanic. The husband's going to be there too. He was a mechanic, retired. He's got a toolbox full of stuff. They asked me would I buy it. It was really hard to come up with a price because I wasn't like on the spot, and there was just so much stuff in the toolbox with the toolbox. The offer we gave him was $5,000. Looking into it, I don't know if it's going to be that great of a buy. My dad thinks it is, so we're on the road. We're going to go pick it up. They're about a little under 2 hours away from me. My brother's with me, but we're at the gas station right now. Just had to stop and get some gas. And once we get there, we'll load it up. I'll show you what it is. We're paying $5,000 for it. It's a box full of Snap-on stuff. Like I said, I don't know how good the buy is going to be because it was really, really hard to come up with a price just by looking at pictures. So we'll see how it is once we get there and take a look at it. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Hey,
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
you?
Now you
All
his
right, now you
brother?
live in this area, right?
No,
used to.
used
Oh,
to.
used to,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
We're wondering if we're gonna get to meet Dad today.
Oh, he had to stay at the shop. I made him stay there and work.
Well, come take a look, see what you think. I don't. What I'd like to do, Justin, is include this for free. The owner's manual. Everything's Snap-on for the most part. If I had a wrench that I didn't use a whole lot, like this one, Northern.
Yeah.
If it was a wrench I didn't use a whole lot, but as you can tell, just about everything in 99% of what you see in here, everything's Snap-on.
What did you work on for the most part?
Ford. I had my Ford Masters.
Ford, yeah.
I started doing it when I was 19 years old.
So we said 5. I mean, you good with the 5? I mean, I mean, it's just.
Yeah,
I'm not keeping it for me.
Yeah,
I'm selling
yeah, no,
it.
I get
So
it,
there's
I
a
get
lot
it.
to.
And yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into selling.
No, and I understand it.
You know.
What we needed was 75 for our
Yeah.
food trailer that we're gonna buy. There's plenty of meat left on the bone. You'll be able to more than double it. Those are torques for putting. These are actually given us from Ford. Five's just a little low. I don't know if you agree with that. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't need more than. I don't want more than 75. So.
Yeah. For me to sell it and do all that is because, like I said, I seen one that sold for 3,000 something on eBay, but I'm not gonna sell this on eBay. Like, mess with that
Your
kind of
shipping would kill
thing.
you.
So.
I mean the tools.
Yeah, you could do local
the tools-
pickup, but then it's.
The toolbox I paid 12 grand for when I bought it brand new. But I understand it's not worth that. I know. We'd like to get 75. So if you can get somewhere close to that or
I just
somewhere
can't
between the
do it.
5 and 75, I would appreciate it.
I mean, used Snap-on stuff and new Snap-on stuff is just
I
a
get it.
completely
I get it.
different thing.
Complete different.
Yeah. Thing about eBay is 13% fees. You're gonna have to sell
I 100% get it.
6,500 just to get back in the
I'm
green.
not
You
here.
know.
I most certainly didn't have you ride down here from Orlando to price.
Nah, it's good, man. I mean,
Just man to man, whatever we feel it's
Yeah.
worth. I want you to leave with it.
I look at it like this: is like, yeah. I mean, when you're reselling, I'm gonna have to sell 6,000 before I just get back in the green. You know what I'm saying? And then what's it worth for me to drive down here, sell all this different stuff? It's a lot of work that goes
It
into it.
is,
So
yeah.
I mean that's where I'm gonna be on it. If you don't want to sell it, I understand. It's just it's a lot to sell. I mean, 5-hour
Well,
round
coming up
trip.
to 75, I would do the 6
Yeah.
if you could. If you can't, I understand. But
Yeah, that's just what I can do on it. It's just, I get it. If you want to try to sell it on Marketplace or something, I mean, you might find somebody that's a young guy starting up and get more. But as far as reselling it just is what it is for me. I mean, I was kind of taking a shot on it at that.
I don't know.
I mean, I get it. It's your stuff. If you don't want to sell it, hey, I'm completely fine with it. It's a lot of work for me, to be honest, anyways. And the thing about a pawn shop is, if I put them sets in there, you can never get the prices for that stuff in the pawn shop. You got to sell it online if you want the money for it. At the end of the day, for me, man, it's and I know you say you paid a lot for it, but used Snap-on stuff and new Snap-on stuff off the truck is just completely two different things.
Just like
I
a
mean,
car or those motorcycles.
It's
I don't think I
completely
looked at it
two
on
different
eBay,
things.
yeah.
Completely. I mean, like you said, look, the box you paid 12 grand for it, once over 3,000 something, whatever I sent, it's a quarter of the price, you know. And it's the same thing with the tools. The tools are the same way. They're just they're nowhere close to what they cost off the truck. I mean, if you wanted like 250 for that plus the 5, I'd do it, but it's just a stretch for me even at 5, to be honest, selling it and stuff. I mean, 13% fees. If you sell 10 grand, they're taking
So
1,300.
you'll take everything for 5. Well, if this is free, I mean, I'm not charging
Yeah, I mean,
for the top stuff. but
I mean,
you'll
I'd
give me 5 for the
throw
box.
in an extra 250 for that, for you throwing that stuff, and meet you at 52.50. But I mean,
All
that's
right,
just
52.50. But there's one more thing, buddy.
what's
All right,
Uh-oh.
T-shirts. When you get back, would you send us T-shirts?
I'll 100% send them. I can't believe I forgot them.
Well, he asked. He's like, "Do you think he's
Yeah.
gonna bring the
Yeah,
t-shirts?"
I
I said,
completely
"No," because you
forgot.
didn't even ask sizes.
I completely forgot. I wish you had told me
No,
yesterday. I would
because I
have
didn't
got
want
them.
to sound like I was begging.
Write your address down for me on something, and I'll.
Okay.
It's been what, a
So,
month and a half. that we've
Yeah,
been trying
I
to-
completely forgot about it.
All right. Yo.
I guess we'll try to just get it going and get some
Yeah,
momentum.
Let's try to get it's squared up on there, so it's there we go. Here we go. So you get suckered into this a lot.
Every once in a while.
Push it up as much as you can.
You still gonna put a strap on it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say that's.
You had to screw it in. You had to use it.
You can't get it in there? Straight in right now? You alright? One, two, three. That should be good.
No more big for a while. That'll do it. That's good enough for us.
Try to tell you, man, it's a lot of work for this thing. You tell me, is it worth it?
We'll find out, I guess. If that's all Snap-on, it's worth it. I can tell you right now. Because that'll be even if it's a lot. Because I mean, it's not. These aren't a lot, but I mean, this is a good drawer.
So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. At 100K, we're giving away 100 ounces of silver for free. Real quick before we get to the recap, our next Whatnot show is going to be April the 4th, 6:30 Eastern Time. We're doubling down. I have a ton of stuff to give away. Probably going to do like 40 or 50 ounces we're going to give away for free. Plus, we have a ton of stuff to sell. I've been buying a lot of stuff, so got a lot of unique stuff. If you haven't checked us out, even if you just want to come hang out, chat, laugh it up, the chat's hilarious. Hope to see y'all there April 4th, 6:30 Eastern Time. Go ahead and bookmark that show if you haven't yet. So a recap of the video real quick. I put the maple leafs in there just because I thought they were cool and different. I've never bought no Palladium maple leafs. Didn't even really know they made them. Just never really came across them. Never really had the opportunity to buy them. But it just got me thinking, man, I wonder if I ever passed one off thinking it was just silver and it was actually palladium. So if y'all have them, I'd check them out. You never know. They look just like the silver ones. So, you know, unless you're really looking and know what you got, one could slide right by you and you think it's silver and it could be palladium. But I thought they were pretty cool. I paid him $50 over for them. They looked like they was going for like $1,200 or $1,300. I'm not sure what I can get for them. Some things like that, if I've never bought it and I have the opportunity to buy it and it's right in front of me, I just buy it because, you know, I never know when I'll see another one. I just thought they were cool. I thought they'd be cool to show on the channel, and we should make a little bit on them. The other thing you seen us buy in the shop was you see when I buy that silver, that sterling silver. It's not pure silver, and we don't get 100% when we melt that. We get like 90% if we melt it at the refiner. So you got to calculate, factor that in. Also, I've been wanting to do a melt. I've had a lot of people ask me. I don't know why, because I don't think I'm that good at it. But I've had a lot of comments, people asking me to do a melt video. So maybe we'll take some of that and melt it. I do have other silver that I bought. I've been holding on to that we was going to melt it because people's been asking, but we've just had a crazy like 2 months. So hopefully I'll get to doing that melt for y'all. Like I said, I don't know why people want me to do it because I don't think I'm that good at it. There's a lot of good guys on YouTube a lot of guys that are good on YouTube that do melt videos, but I do appreciate the asks. And the last thing in the video you seen was me going to buy the tools. So did have a subscriber reach out that wanted to sell it to us. Snap-on stuff off the truck, the Snap-on truck where you actually buy this stuff from, is extremely expensive. I mean, people can have outrageous money in these tools. So I understand when going to sell them, sometimes it's hard for the people to sell them because they've paid so much money for them. New tools off the truck and used tools on eBay, Snap-on are just night and day. They're sometimes, I mean, it can be a quarter of the price of what you pay for a brand new one. So you have to factor that in when actually buying it and selling it. Lots like that are really hard to come up with an exact price just because there's so much stuff and it's hard to, you know, think what you're going to get for each piece. I think we'll do all right on it. You know, I drove like 4.5 hour round trip, so I have to make money at the end of the day. I don't think we'll double our money, but I think there's enough money there where we'll do good on it. But I did spend the whole day going to get that stuff. I did waste a tank of gas going to get that stuff. And like I said, it is a lot of stuff to sell. It's not like, you know, one item I buy for $5,000 and can sell it for $6,000 or $7,000. You know, you got to sell 50, 60 things in there to, you know, make your money back. So those buys can get a little tricky buying them. I'm not sure how much you heard of the conversation between the seller and I. He had a lot of money into it, like a torque wrench. He probably paid $500 for that torque wrench when it came out, but it's an older torque wrench. They come out with new stuff, and then it being used, they sell for like $100, $125. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of money there, but it's just hard to buy that stuff and get an exact price so you know of what you think you'll make on it. If I had to guess, we'll make $3,000-$4,000 on it maybe, and that's, you know, that box could take a month or two to sell, 3 months, who knows? It's in the shop, it's taking up a lot of room, but it is what it is. I went and got that stuff today. It's actually 9:30 at night, and as you can see there, the box is right there. We got it in there, had some errands to run, and then I came back here to film this. So to the sellers that reached out to sell me that, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate us being able to come to a deal, you know, knowing how much money you had in that stuff. It was a very nice box, very nice selection of tools. But like I said, it's just very hard to get an exact number of what you're going to make on something like that. And, you know, and you have to factor in fees, shipping, how much of it you're going to have to sell just to get back in the green. It's just a lot of work. So at the end of the day, when you're putting in that much work on something, driving 4 or 5 hours, you have to make money on it. So I do appreciate y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get to 100K so I can give away this 100 ounces of silver. And the 100K Whatnot show is going to be crazy. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do for y'all, but I'm going to do it big. I might give away another 100 ounces on Whatnot. Who knows? Don't hold me to that, but it's going to be, if we do 50 this next show, giving away 40, 50, the next show, the 100K show is going to be even bigger. So hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 100K. win one of these 1 ounce replica YouTube silver play buttons. And I'll see y'all Friday.